I love his work. What? Hey guys, it's Keisha here. Welcome back to another video. It's officially April. Like, can you believe it? It's April, guys. April. I don't know where the months have gone, but we're going through them already. I have a few books that I'm going to read this month. I thought I would start with that. In the month of April, I'm going to be reading 4 books specifically. That's just the basis of it, right? So at least 4 books minimum. I'm going to start with The Housemaid by Freida McFadden. I have never read anything by her. This will be the first book that I read of hers. But I did watch the movie ahead of time just because I honestly wasn't sure if it was going to be something I was going to like or if I wanted to spend money on a book that just, I don't know, wasn't going to interest me, because I do that a lot. The back sounds good and then I'm like, I don't know. But then I heard a few other people read this and they said it was good. So I will give it an honest try and see if I like it. This one says, every day I clean the Winchester's beautiful home top to bottom. I pick up their daughter from school. I cook delicious meals for the whole family before heading out to eat alone in my tiny room on the top floor. I try to ignore how Nina makes a mess just to watch me clean it up. How she tells me strange lies about her own daughter, and how her husband Andrew seems more broken every day. But as I look into Andrew's handsome brown eyes, so full of pain, it's hard to imagine what it will be to live Nina's life. The walk-in closet, the fancy car, the perfect husband. I tried on one of Nina's pristine white dresses once, just to see what it would look like. But as soon as she's found out, and by the time I realize my attic bedroom door only locks from the outside, it's far too late. But I reassure myself, the Winchesters don't know who I really am. They don't know what I am capable of. I think that for me, this book will probably be a 3 because it falls under the thriller categories, and thrillers are really not my thing. But I do believe it'll fall into the thriller, like, mid-tier for me, so 3. Next in line is our dark romance, and this one's by Emily McIntire. I think that's how you pronounce her name. This one is Wrectehed, and it's supposed to be a retelling of Wizard of Oz. Honestly, the first 2 books the first one was fine, which was Hooked. The second one was Scarred. I didn't care for it, but I bought the whole series, so I'm going to read it and give you guys my honest opinion on it. It's from the A Never After series, and it says, a woman can be great and terrible too. Helena Westerly has always been the bad guy. As the brains, bronze, and fastest behind her family drug empire, she's her father's ruthless secret weapon. After a one-night stand with a gorgeous man at a nightclub, she's stated her urges and is back to her criminal ways. That is, until the same man shows up to the new Westerly lackey under a totally different name. But Nicholas Woodsworth's really secret is much more dangerous than the lies. He's an undercover DEA agent, and he is hell-bound on destroying the drug trade that devastated his family. Evelina embodies everything he's against, and he's been sent here to be her downfall. Yet the more they learn about the darkness in each other's hearts, the more alike they seem, and when hatred turns to something else, Nicholas will have to decide whether he can love a wretched woman, even if it means breaking both of their lives to ruin. I don't know. I think this might be a 2, 3, and this is the dark romance section of my books. But I think it's going to fall in that category for me. My next one is actually part of a series that I'm reading, and I will discuss it separately because I will be discussing the whole series in a video. But that would be The Throne of Broken Gods, and this is the 2nd book in the Gods and Monsters series by Amber V. Nicole. It's a thick baby. Look at this. Thick. It is so thick. Man, I will tell you how many pages this is, because you just have, like, you don't believe me. 772 pages. This But you know what? That's alright. We're gonna tackle it. I really did enjoy the Book of Azrael, so this is the next one and I'm excited for it. I'm 100% here for it. Diana is such a badass and Liam is just like protective over her. And then there's Caden. And then Gabby. I loved Gabby. It's just like the equal parts to like her sister basically. But yes, if you have not read Book of Azrael, what is going on? What are you doing? What are you doing, girly? Go read it. But that's my opinion. This falls more into the romantasy world. Just FYI. I have 2 other books right here with me. And we're going to open the advent calendar for this month. I cannot remember, like, I cannot remember what book I wrapped that felt like this. So I honestly cannot tell you what book it is. Like, I can't. But, yeah. Let's figure it out together. I'm going to mute it so you guys don't hear me ripping the paper. Okay, so I figured it was going to be a Nat Cassidy, but I wasn't sure because I knew like his covers were bigger. But yeah, it's Nat Cassidy's Nestlings. And it says there's no place like home. This is what the cover looks like. And it says, Anna and Reed needed a lucky break. The horrifically complicated birth of their first child has left Anna paralyzed, bitter and struggling with mobility, with her relationship with Reed, and with resentment for her baby. That's about to change with words a New Yorker would love to hear. Affordable housing lottery. They've won an apartment in the depth floor out of Manhattan's most reverend buildings with beautiful vistas of Central Park and stunning architecture. Reed dismisses disturbing events and Anna's deep unease and paranoia. As the price of living in New York, people are odd, but he can't explain the needle-like bite marks on the baby. This is my horror book for the month, and if you know me, Nat Cassidy, I love his work. Rest Stop was my first book of his, and that just took me down the lane. So, yeah, here we are with Nestlings. The last book on this video has to do with the book that just came out. Like, just came out today. It was just released today. I went ahead and got my copy early in the morning. And can you believe that there was a lot of people looking for this book? So I'm glad I ordered it early and didn't have to wait because I would have been really sad. So that book is Navessa Allen's Game On. I'm excited for this. Like, I cannot tell you guys how excited I am for this book. Like, do you see this? So, from what we heard, how the last one ended, we kind of figured that this time we were going to hear from Tyler's, like, life, right? We've had Josh's life, then we had Nicole, and now we have Tyler. From people that have already read it, and this is like before the book was released, I talked to someone at Barnes & Noble and they were like, if you like Josh, then you're gonna like Tyler's. So, I can't. Like, I'm really excited for this book. Honestly, I cannot wait. And I got the Barnes & Noble edition, which has the writing on it and everything, which I wish I like would have gotten Lights Out earlier and gotten the Barnes & Noble edition. It says, are you ready to play? So, let's see what this one's all about. That one does fall under dark romance, FYI. But so Navessa Allen's books have like a comedic banter to it. So it's not so like fucking serious. So you still laugh, you know? But those are my books for the month of April. I forgot to give you guys my ratings. The Throne of Broken Gods. I am thinking this is going to be between a 4 and a 5 for me. The first book, Book of Azrael, was a 5 for me. So I would not be surprised if this hits another 5. I was not expecting to like that series, and I went from Fourth Wing straight into this series. So it hit. It was real good. I really liked it. Nestlings, I am thinking it's going to be a 4. So I'm going to stick with a 4. That's my guesstimate. Game On is going to be between a 4 or a 5. I'm not exactly sure, but it's between a 4 and a 5. I want to know what books you guys are reading this month. And are you reading any of these? Are any of these on your radar? Have you read any of them? And if you DNF'd any, let me know. Like, let's discuss it. I want to know why you DNF'd it. Like, and at what point did you DNF it? Because I need to start doing that too. When I DNF a book, I need to like mark my DNF percentage so that I can tell you guys why. Yeah, that is basically all for this video. I really hope that you guys have a great April and that March was good to you guys, but we're getting through this month. So come with me while we read all these books. It is now time for me to go. I will leave this video here. I hope you guys are doing well. And if you made it to the end of the video, tag a little skull on the bottom so I know you finished it. Alright guys, see you later. Bye.